Here we go.
And court will begin with the December 1st, 2022 docket. And I'm going to call first F09 1521-4 in the interest of Chance Perez. And I understand, Mr. Ortegon, that you have your client, Mr. Robert Perez, and it is a mediated agreement, right?
I'm sorry,
That is correct, Your Honor.
The name of the other party?
Yeah, the name of the other party?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Jorge Ortegon, for the record, I represent Mr. Robert Michael Perez, Judge. The child is Chance Michael Perez, and the mother of the child is Amanda Marie Beltran, Your Honor.
She's in the waiting room.
She's in the waiting room. I can bring her in.
I have no problem with that, Your Honor.
Ask her if she's heard of Marjorie.
All right, Miss Amanda, can you hear me?
Hi, guys.
What's your last name?
Beltran.
Beltran.
Yes.
Okay. We can't find your attorney, Miss Gonzalez, and I know why, because she's busy in another courtroom. But
Okay.
I understand there was a mediated agreement on this one.
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, so we can just prove it up with Mr. Ortegon on the screen here. And so we can continue because we have contested matters. If we don't hear you now, we may not hear it all today. So I think we better get it over with, okay?
Absolutely,
Okay.
Judge.
All right, Mr. Perez, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down, Mr. Ortegon. You may begin, sir.
Sir, will you please again state your full name for the record?
Robert Michael Perez.
Okay, you're the petitioner in this case. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You are the father of Chance Michael Perez. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, now in this case, you've hired me. We filed a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. Is that correct?
Yes.
And in this suit affecting the parent-child relationship, we were able to successfully mediate this case on or about, it looks like August 25th, 2022. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, now in that mediation, we came up to the custody, care, and support of your son. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, that is the only child as a part of this relationship. Is that correct?
Whoa, yes.
The only
That's,
biological child.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in that agreement, we've agreed that both parents shall be appointed joint managing conservators, and the child will have a geographical restriction to Hidalgo County and will attend Gonzalez Elementary School, Cathy Middle School, and Memorial High School. That's McAllen Memorial. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And then you guys shall have all the standard rights and duties when it comes to a party. Is that correct?
Yes.
And neither party is to have an exclusive right to designate the primary residence of the child. Is that correct?
Correct.
In fact, you guys are going to be on a 1 week on, 1 week off basis with all exchanges to be taking place on Monday at school when it is in session, when school is up, or at 6 p.m. on Mondays when the child is not in school. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And we've also outlined holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and all the other holidays as per the Texas Family Code. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you and I read that and we went over that, and you've acknowledged that in the mediated settlement agreement. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Also, parties that are not in possession of the child shall have daily communication through either FaceTime, Skype, or any other form of verbal and or facial communication between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. You understand that, right?
Yes, I do understand.
And that is your agreement. Is that correct?
Yes.
And if a party were not to answer the call, that party is to help ensure that call go answered. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, finally, neither party is to pay child support. Is that correct?
Correct.
But both you and mom are to be responsible for 50% of the school-related expenses. Is that correct?
I believe that I said I think I could take care of it, but I believe it was 50-50. I know it's Bill is going to take care of the extracurricular activities.
It's a yes or no question, Mr. Pettis.
Okay. Yes, I believe so on the school stuff. Yes.
Yes. And then Also, you understand that you're to reimburse mom for medical and dental insurance for the child, and you should pay her directly through a money order or cashier's check by the 7th of each month. Is that correct?
I believe it's by the 2nd, and I've been doing that.
Yes, that's what I said, the 2nd of each month.
Oh, I heard the 7th. I'm sorry.
I heard the 7th.
Oh, I apologize, Judge. The 2nd of each month. Is that correct, Mr.
Mhm.
Pettis?
That's correct.
Now, and then finally, both parties will be responsible for 50-50 of any uncovered medical expenses. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe that's correct.
Yes. And then finally, mom shall be entitled to claim the child on as a dependent for income tax purposes on even numbered years, and you shall claim the child for income tax purposes on odd numbered years. Is that correct?
Correct.
And finally, you've taken care of the retro medical support from the temporary orders. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then you're asking that this honorable court approve this agreement to take over the temporary orders agreement, which was essentially the same, but that this be the new final agreement.
Correct. Yes.
Are you happy with the services and advice I provided you as your attorney in this case?
Yes, I've been satisfied.
And are you, did I answer all of your questions?
Yes, you have.
Do you believe that this is in the best interest of your son, Chance Michael Pettis?
Yes, I sure do.
And are you asking that this honorable court approve the agreement?
Yes.
Judge, no further questions of my client, Your Honor.
All right. Did you have any questions of Amanda Beltran?
Without her attorney present, Judge, I would, it is a mediated settlement agreement. I would just ask her if she's aware that the mediated settlement agreement, if she's in agreement as well, Your Honor, but that's it.
All right. Could you please raise your hand, Ms. Beltran? You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may put your hand down. Yes, sir, Mr. Ortega.
Ms. Beltran, you understand and read understood the questions that I asked Mr. Pettis. Is that correct?
Correct.
And that accurately reflects the agreement that we came to in the mediated settlement agreement on or about August 25th, 2022. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And are you also asking that this honorable court approve this agreement?
Yes.
Judge, that's all we got, Your Honor. I have sent Ms. Gonzalez the decree. We would respectfully request, Judge, that maybe we have a deadline till next Friday, just so we can get this to the court and get it taken care of, Your Honor. Not the decree, but the final order, Your Honor.
All right. Then the court will hereby take judicial notice of the entire file in cause number F0915-21-4 in the interest of Chance Pettis, minor child. Court will hereby approve the agreement of the parties. We'll go ahead and await a decree or a judgment for signature. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have
All
on
right.
this honorable court judgment. We be excused?
You all may be excused. Happy holidays.
Likewise,
Happy
Your Honor.
holiday.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Rick, can you hear me?
Judge, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. On the issue of on the case involving Ms. Fuentes and Ms. Thompson, I would like to speak to them by themselves individually.
Yes,
Do you
Judge.
want to temporarily clear the courtroom and let me just
Understood, Judge.
talk to the attorneys? Are they both in the?
Off the record.
Yeah, off the record.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Chantel and Rachel back in the
Mhm.
waiting room. Bye, guys.
Judge, Deanna went to the restroom, so we'll wait until she gets here.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Nobody else is ready.
Mm-mm.